Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL's Advanced Edition. We're doing a bit of a sick video recording session today because I still got a bit of a sore throat, but we're trying to soldier on anyway, get some content out because I'm not super happy with having had to not post anything for the last couple days, but I really could not do anything. So, here we are. We have a ton of scrap in the bank, 147 to be precise. We got ourselves a pair of nice combat drones, a whole bunch of crew, which is awesome. Make sure their cruiser stations are saved. Kind of middling engines, as in really bad engines. We do have level 2 shields. We have a maximum crew level shield crew, which is awesome. We also have ourselves a hacking system, which is fun, but overall our ship's a little bit lacking. We kind of need to find something lucky early on here, or be able to spend some money early on with our 147 scrap to get something of value here, otherwise we're going to be in trouble. Let's jump on though and see what else we can do. It appears that a VSS beacon is coming from the surface of a nearby moon, where our sensors are picking up a single life form. Let's go down to the surface and investigate. We find a colony that seems to have been recently attacked. Exploring the devastation, we find a lone survivor. While I'd love to get another crew who's actually good at fighting, I think the odds of that are pretty slim. So right now we're going to take him home to his family on a nearby planet and hope they give us either some cheap repairs or ideally some scrap. This family apparently owns one of the most valuable mining enterprises in the sector. For the safe return of his son, the patron of the family offers us 32 scrap as a substantial reward. That's actually really good. Alright, we do need to find a store soon though, so let's go store hunting now. That's a good start, but there's always better to be found. An unarmed Zoltan transport vessel is slowly making its way towards the beacon here. They hail, saying, "This is a Zoltan peace envoy. We carry no weapons or shielding, and rely on the mercy of others to communicate our message." Alright, well, this is the Zoltan ship event, which is fantastic to be found so early. Let's hear them out and see what happens. They continue. "We take your silence for interested contemplation." They talk at length about peace and harmony, but either it's beyond our simple mind, or it's all nonsense. Alright, they finish. "Please, spread the word of enlightenment to those that have not heard. Once you have, contact our brethren." They transmit coordinates to their so-called brethren. Alright, where's that? That's pretty close, and there's a store right on the way. Alright, well, let's maybe even go to both stores, depending on what we need. Let's play it risky. Let's only go to one. We'll jump here, go to a store, go to the quest beacon, then we'll jump around in here for a bit, and then we'll work our way back towards that exit. So, hopefully we find some good stuff around here. We arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They say they're researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. Too bad we didn't find that pod earlier. If they ask if our crew has time to undergo a few scans, we agree to participate in their study. And they give us 14 scrap as a thank you after we do so. Fantastic. Alright, well, that's that. Let's go to the store and see if they have anything good. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they really do. The Zoltan are fascinated by their species and have set up something of an alien knick-knack shop here. We take a look, and they have a drone recovery arm. Oh, man. And a flak and a burst laser Mark II. Oh, man. And crew. This is like store heaven. Holy cow. Okay, what are we buying? What are we buying? We could buy so much good stuff here. The burst laser Mark II is amazing. The flak gun Mark II is amazing. Don't need any more drones. That's an easy no-do. Okay, so we're buying both of these for sure. This drone recovery arm would be nice. If we buy these, that's 160 scrap. We can actually afford that if we sell both of these junky weapons and keep the small bomb, perhaps. We won't be able to run all these things for now, but the burst laser Mark II is amazing, and I can't afford to not buy that. That's amazing. All right, buying that and that. We're going to equip this and this. I might actually swap the ion stunner for the small bomb. Small bombs are really good, though, and you have plenty of bomb parts. We'll keep the small bomb for now. We'll sell the dual laser. It's kind of sad to do that, but we have amazing stuff now. We'll sell the ion stunner, which lets us buy the drone recovery arm. Oh, man. We are laughing now. We can't get any crew, which is too bad, but buy some fuel. That is amazing. Holy cow. That is such a good store. Burst laser Mark II, flak gun Mark II. That's some serious firepower we just came across there. And our drones, and a drone recovery arm so we can use our drones more wantonly. Oh, amazing. Alright, that was exactly what we needed. Thank goodness. Let's go get some more free stuff from this quest beacon, too. Alright. We arrive at a location specified by the peace-loving Zoltan. The only thing nearby is a rebel ship closing in fast. "We found you. You're not getting away this time." Let's attempt to hail them and see what happens, because of course we know what happens. They open communication, saying, "I can't imagine there's anything you could say that will save you. The Federation must destroy those that are still loyal to the obsolete Federation." Alright, well, let's say that perhaps there could be a reconciliation of our ideals without war. They say, Our ideals are too different to be so easily reconciled. You think this could end any way but war? But of course, true progress can only be achieved without bloodshed. Suddenly, all indications of the double ship fade away and a Zoltan fleet appears around our ship. The captain of the ship we met previously materializes on our bridge. What? What? Alright. Alright. Although your methods are crude and most certainly ineffective, it is clear you took our previous meetings to heart. If your ship represents the Federation's willingness to adapt, we will do what we can to aid in their fight. This technology should aid your quest. 11 scrap and a Zoltan shield! Alright, God mode achieved. What? I don't even. Oh my goodness. Zoltan overshield. Burst Laser Mark II, Flak Mark II, Beam Drones, Drone Recovery Arm, Hacking. This is an amazing ship. Amazing. Oh my goodness. Alright. That is the best. Oh man, our random number generation luck just came through for us there. No kidding. Man. Alright, we recognize this ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails us, offering us laborers for cheap, but we're of course going to attack that slaver scum. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's turn off the oxygen and this for a bit as we turn our beam drone on. We'll combine that with the burst laser and we should be able to do them some pretty significant damage. Or maybe the combat drone? Combat drone actually seems better right now because it'll help take out their shields a little bit to make sure we do more damage, knocking out their weapons quicker to protect ourselves from those rockets. Because they're probably going to be able to get off most of their firepower before we can stop them from taking down our Zoltan shield, depending on how lucky our evasion is. And we knocked out their teleporter. Okay, that's not great, but I'll take it. That knocks out the rest of our Zoltan shield, but to be fair, their weapons are offline, and they're not going to be able to do much else to us. So, let's see if we can keep that thing locked down. No, looks like our drone's going to get out of position. And 2 hits in the weapons. Fantastic. Could hardly ask for better than that. Alright, this is working out remarkably well. They're probably going to get this thing back online very shortly, but now that the rocket launcher is pretty safely offline, we're going to go for the shields here, which should allow us to do significantly more damage. Yeah, well, maybe not significantly, but definitely some. And they seem to have abandoned work there on the teleporter, which is great. Alright, we're laughing here. Let's go for those shields again, keep that thing locked down. That's what we're talking about. And the drone's going to kill them off now before we can get another shot away. That is amazing. They surrender, offering us a Mantis slave. Okay, well, I'm going to accept that offer, because some Mantis would be great right now for dealing with boarding parties. I'd love to get some more points to spend on upgrades to get some more weapons online, but a boarding crew would be amazing. Welcome aboard, Rebecca. Get out of there. Turn the O2 back on. That is pretty awesome. We got exactly what we wanted out of that, too. We'll leave them on the sensors for now so we can get access to the inside of the enemy ship visuals. And let's rename Rebecca. Is that another crew named Rebecca? Wasn't Nonagon named Rebecca before they got turned into Virus? I think so. Alright, we're going to rename you. I didn't actually check Nonagon. I'll have to do that later. Rebecca, I'm going to rename you to, I think, Heptagon? Is that the 7-sided one? Can't remember now. That's what you actually call it. Alright, quick check. We're going to stop recording here for a second and go double check if... How you... left them with no name, whoops. Go double check if Heptagon is the 7-sided and Nonagon is the 9-sided. I think they are, but I want to go double check. So here we go. Alright, looks like I was right. Nonagon is the 9-sided one, and Heptagon is the 7-sided one. I think there is an alternate spelling of it, which is Septagon, but I'm going to go with Heptagon because why not? It's weird. So we're going to use that instead. We have Decagon, Hexagon, Octagon, Pentagon, Nonagon, and Heptagon. We have, that means from basically 5 up to 10 sides covered, which is awesome. So, let's continue on this hilarious adventure with this amazing ship. Alright. Let's do it. Why not? Let's let our air regenerate a little bit, though, because I did let it get a little bit low earlier. Oh, hiccups are terrible things. But we have a pretty incredible ship all of a sudden. That Zoltan overshield and having the weapons and the crew, we just got another... everything is perfect right now. Alright, hopefully it continues that way and we're able to keep boosting our strength as we move forwards. We are pretty vulnerable right now, though, given that we have basically no evasion. So we have to rely heavily on our Zoltan overshield, which thankfully covers that problem perfectly. That's a lot of explosions all of a sudden. The Zoltan ship patrolling this area hails us. This area is off limits. Secrecy is vital. And they power their weapons. Well, that is a chain laser, which is not good news, and a burst laser Mark I, which is also not really great news for us. We are going to, of course, in that case, activate our beam drone. because he'll be able to helpfully tear down this thing pretty quick, and then maybe do some damage once we get the shields out of the way. We're probably going to have a bit of a... Oh, come on. 1 point of damage? Really? 1 point of damage? Really? Is that all we're going to get out of you? 1 point of damage. Alright, I guess so. Let's try and knock down that overshield then, because otherwise we're never getting through there. Alright, that'll do. Now we need to hit those shields quickly. We're going to go send a hack into the weapons to hopefully keep them from being able to speed up too much. Because that chain laser gets really up to speed, it's going to be a problem. So we're going to wait till the main laser fires again. And then we will activate our hack. We want to get a burst laser shot away pretty quick though, because otherwise we'd be in trouble here. So let's take a shot in on the shields. We want to try and disable that thing now. Oh, missing is bad. Thankfully we got a good shot in the weapons there with the beam drones. That's better than nothing. And the door is locked, so they can't easily get in. This thing is starting to speed up, but by itself it's really not that dangerous. Fire some shots in on the shields here, and hopefully we get a good shot with the beam drone in the opportunity. Oh, nope, nothing. But we did take a bar off the shields, which is important. We are lowering our oxygen pretty nastily though, so let's put the O2 back online. Fire another burst laser shot in the shields. They're starting to do some repairs, but we should be able to prevent them from doing much else because we have a hack ready to go once they start getting repairs done anyway. And there we go. As they have no shields, our drone can do some pretty nasty damage now. We're going to activate the hack here to make sure they can't do much else. We're going to hit the shields again to prevent them from actually keeping those repairs up. Let's go. That's what we're talking about. Goodbye, Energy Fighter. You didn't stand a chance there. We only get one back, so we don't get the hacking drone, because I guess the hacking drone explodes on the ship, but that's fine. Ship explodes, giving us 1 fuel, 2 missiles, and 18 scrap. We have an amazing selection of stuff here. 3 amazing augments already. Good drones, good weapons. This is so good. Alright, we need to power up our probably evasion first, but we're going to let ourselves sit here and regenerate a little bit, because we're really low on O2. So that's not exactly what we want, especially if we're counting on being able to turn it off all the time. We have a bunch of nebula jumps ahead of us, so there's probably nothing that's going to happen in here. What I expect we'll go like 1, 2, 3, jump back, across, and then back to the exit. I don't think we'll have any more time than that, and that'll fit in pretty well here with our Sector 3 plan. But yeah, this has been exceptionally, what am I trying to say? Generous sector so far. Whatever. Who needs oxygen? Let's just jump onwards, see what happens. This nebula turns out to be the hiding place of a terrified rock crew taking refuge from the Zoltan border police. They don't seem prepared to risk our leaving with their coordinates and open fire. Alright, well, they got a big ion weapon, so that's going to knock us down pretty quick. But then they have 1 shield bar, which is great. So, we could go for the beam drone again, because that's basically free now. Or the combat drone, again, basically free damage now, since we don't have to pay for the parts. We're going to turn off the shield temporarily, because they can't actually get through this until they fire a full salvo. So we can use this power for other things. We're going to probably put it in the combat drone, though, because it'll let us get more damage through with the burst laser, more likely. Beam drone is fun too, but a combat drone is... the ability to take shields down is really nice. And we'll wait till he fires one more time, they'll go for the weapons. There we go, that's what we're talking about. And they missed us, so the shields are still up, which is awesome. The Zoltan shield is still online. It won't be online for long, but it is online for now. Fire another burst laser shot in there, probably... Oh wow, that was actually amazing. The drone shot the room that I was hoping he would. Perfect. Alright, well they have the system back online, but it's going to be a little bit decharged, which is good. Probably not enough to really slow them down before they... Rather, not enough that we can stop them from firing again, but I was incorrect. We were able to stop them from firing again, surprisingly enough. Next shot's going into the shield, so the drone can really do more damage, since they're going to take longer to get this stuff turned back on now. And this way... the drone should be able to kill him. Fortunately, didn't do quite enough damage there, but they've abandoned repairs, or maybe they were on fire there? I'm not sure. They must have been on fire. They repaired this and went back down again. There we go. Now the shields are offline. It looks like they're abandoning weapons now, which means they're basically dead in the water. They might be able to get one more shot off, but here we go. The rock ship hails, saying, "Enough. We were told aliens were a threat to our ways, and you have proved as much. Take this and leave us in peace." 3 fuel is a nice offer. A drone part and 14 scrap isn't bad either. You know what? I'm going to accept this offer because you're giving me all things I'd like. The drone parts aren't super important. Now we have 32 and a drone recovery arm, but the fuel is really nice. So I will accept that offer. Thank you. You get to live. Alright, power back in the shields. And let's keep going. We have an awesome ship here. 43 scrap. I should probably spend some of this before I jump onwards. Let's get ourselves another engine bar. I can't quite afford it. It's only 40. Perfect. And there we go. Let's jump onwards and see what else we can do here. Hopefully this isn't an ion storm. Good. We're good. What is it? We jump into a calmer part of the nebula. However, our relief fades as Rebel Scout jumps into the beacon and moves in to attack us. Oh no! Halberd beam, rocket, and cloak, and an ion weapon. That's a nasty combo. Thankfully, our Zoltan shield should protect us from at least the first halberd attack, but that's a nasty weapon combination. They're also alpha striking us, so that's not so bad either. They're going to waste the rocket, and they might even waste the halberd. Yeah. Rocket hit first. Oh, it missed. Wow, everything missed. Okay, that was really lucky. We're going to go in to do some damage here. I think we're going to hack out their weapons for sure. Or maybe they're... Hang on. What we do here is important. The drone we turn on is important. What we do is important. I think we hack the helm, we blast their shields, and then we beam drone. Because that'll let us do the most possible damage to them immediately. Knocking out their shields will make their weapons less powerful, which is really important for us because they can seriously mess us up if they get lucky with their first salvos. And if we can get their beam drone disabled, or the beam drone disabling their ship once the shields are down, we'll be laughing. So let's turn on the beam drone now. They already got another missile away. Hopefully this hits before that ion does. Oh, nope. Okay, so now we're at risk of taking a rocket attack. We're going to activate the hack and fire the burst laser into the shields right now. They missed us, though, which is amazing luck. And now we should be able to start wrecking them. Because as long as this ion doesn't hit us in time for the halberd to fire, no, we're good. Unfortunately, we might take another missile. We did in the shields, but that's going to be fine because now we have a burst laser we can fire. Oh, no, we can't. This could be bad then. If they get another halberd off before we can fix those shields, no, we're good. Okay, I think we should be safe here. They are going to alpha strike us again, which means we're probably going to take another rocket and maybe halberd damage this time. We'll have to see what happens. The burst laser should kill them, because they shouldn't be able to evade very well. And please miss us. Oh, no, they hit us with a rocket, but that's fine, because the auto scout goes down anyway. Ship explodes, giving us 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 21 scrap. We'll take it. Took a bit of damage in the process there, but I think it's actually worthwhile, given how we came out pretty ahead in every other respect. So, turn the O2 back on, turn the clone bay back on, and get you back in the shields. Let's make sure we save people's positions, because I don't want to have to forget that later. And let's get out of that section of the nebula. We have 24 scrap. I could afford to buy another power bar. No, not quite. We need 25. Do we need 30 now? We probably need 30 now. Either way, our crew are constantly looking out of the windows, checking for hostiles. They jump at every creak and moan of the ship, and the tension is almost palpable, but nothing happens. No, there's still 25. We still can't quite afford them, though, which is kind of lame. Alright, let's keep jumping and see what else we can do. Let's go this way, that way, I think. We should have plenty of time. What happens here? Oh, it's a pulsar. That's not good news. A small rebel research station overlooks a pulsating star. Before we can react, our rebel ship spots us and moves into attack. Alright, well, they have a fire beam. Oh boy. Thankfully, they can't hurt us while our shields are up, but unfortunately, this pulsar is going to wreck us. On the other hand, the pulsar is going to hit our Zoltan shield before it hits anything else. So that's good news. What we can do then is we can use the hacking to hack out their weapons, probably? Their shields should get ionized when the first pulse goes. Let's see what happens when the first pulse goes. Should be going right about now. Or not. That's not good. Here it goes. Ion pulse imminent. Okay, so it's going to hit our Zoltan overshield. Uh-oh. No, it's not. Alright, it's going to hit our real shields. We're going to hack the weapons, I think. Just to protect ourselves, or the shields, or the helm. I don't know. Let's wait and see what happens. Yep, they knocked out our Zoltan shield just in time. Okay, we need to hack their drone control. We're going to fire at the... Actually, fire at the drone control. That should be good enough. And activate the beam drone. And see what happens. Alright, fire drone is offline. Beam drone, hit the weapons, please. Alright, first laser coming in. Does it miss? Hits us in the drone control, you jerks. Alright, we need to hack their weapons immediately then, because otherwise that mini-beam's going to wreck us. Come on. Oh, there it goes, and it hits 1 damage, and we are going to activate the hack in a second. We need to go fix that damaged drone control. Burst laser is almost ready to fire. We activate the hack now, so we can disable both of those things. We're going to burst laser them in the weapons just to make sure that they're damaged. And they're trying to run away, which is going to be difficult because there's no crew on there. Unfortunately, they got the drone control back up, and now they're setting us on fire because they're jerks. Alright, our drone control, however, is back up. Beam drone's online. And they're trying to surrender, offering us 3 fuel, 4 missiles, and 12 scrap. The fuel is really nice, but we're not going to accept their surrender because they're basically doomed now, although we did get ionized in the weapons, which is bad news. Let's go put out those fires before we die. Alright, they got our O2 on fire. Our shields are coming back online, but our weapons are offline. Their shields are also coming back online, though, which is really bad news for us, because they're trying to run right now. Thankfully, at least the... oh, this is not going to work out. Alright. We need to get our crew on repair duty pronto. Putting out all these fires is our top priority. Burst laser's back online. We should be able to kill them if we can get 1 shot in, because they have no evasion. And there they go. They're dead. Perfect. Whew, that's a lot of fire. Alright, we lost our O2, but that's fine. Ship explodes, giving us two missiles, 1 drone part, and 25 scrap. Some more fuel would have been nice, but I'll take what I can get. And that's all the damage dealt with, I think. There we go. Ion attack is coming in. I think we're just going to leave. We're going to send Hexagon back down to doors, and we're going to bail on this sector. We should have everything else fixed pretty much in time for the next event. So let's jump here and see what happens. Alright. A rebel ship has been patrolling this region, and as soon as we arrive, it begins its assault. Alright, thankfully, the shield, Zoltan shield, protects us from not having any defenses against these guys. They have a big heavy laser, though, and a mini-beam. Alright. They also have a boarding system, but they can't board us yet, which is good news. So, what are we going to do here? We're going to get on our systems, of course, and we're probably going to hack the weapons, because keeping this thing from firing more often would be great. We can burst laser them in the shields, hopefully. Combat drone, I think, is our best choice this time. Let's hack the weapons. And we will send out a combat drone. Why not? Alright, and activate the hack. Burst laser. We're going for the shields this time. And we got lots of missing going on. We got in there on the shields anyway, which is good news. It makes it easier for next time. Our shields should protect us against this first salvo, and then after that will be a tiny bit of risk if they get lucky shots off with that heavy laser. But for now, we're going to burst them in the shields and hopefully make sure they don't get a chance to do much else to us ever again. There we go. Their shields are completely down. That's good news. Now we just need to hit the weapons. We won't be able to quite intercept this next salvo, but thankfully the synchronization on it's really bad, so they're probably not going to be able to hurt us at all here. And we've set their weapons on fire and done some damage to the helm, so that's great. They have all of their crew in the shields, so I guess they're not concerned with teleporting on board our ship anymore. Let's blast them with the burst laser in the shield. That should... Oh, there they come. Alright, well, the ship hails us, trying to surrender, offering us 4 missiles, a drone part, and 12 scrap. If it was fuel, I'd accept. Otherwise, no. We're going to send Heptagon to go deal with that, and they're already dead. Fantastic. Ship explodes, give us 1 fuel, 1 missile, and 18 scrap. Alright, well, at least we got 1 fuel. It's better than nothing. Let's go deal with this crew. We could, of course, just suffocate them, but I kind of want to get our Heptagon friend here a little bit of combat experience, because we're planning on using them for primarily, and they're pretty good at dealing with boarders still. There we go. Although Octagon got the experience, should have moved them out before they got the kill. Oh well. There'll be other days, Heptagon. Other days, other chances. Put power back in our systems. There we go. 67 scrap is really nice. Let's jump to the exit, though, and then spend some of it maybe after that. Yeah, let's hold on to some money still. Let's jump to the exit beacon and see what happens. What do we have here? We've arrived at a long-range beacon where we find a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat, doesn't want to engage us or our ship. Well, must demand their surrender of their goods because we're terrible people. We're prepared to secure their cargo by force. They got some powerful weaponry though, and they don't want to fight and trying to escape. This might be bad news for us. So, we're going to do the same strategy as last time. We're going to hack the weapons. This is going to hurt. Alright, we're going to combat drone as well. We're going to burst laser them, try and do as much damage as possible in a short amount of time. Probably should have spent some money there to make this easier, but we'll see what we can do. Get the hack on there, activate the combat drone. We'll take off the power from there and there for now, and turn the combat drone on. There we go. I think we're just going to hack them right now. We don't really want to have them hit us at all. There we go. They're going to hit us, though. It's basically guaranteed. We're going to fire at the helm, though, first to prevent them from running away, I think, unfortunately. There we go. Now they're delayed at the very least. We're going to take some hits here. There's not much we can do about that. But we can do our best to try and keep them from being able to hit us super hard in the meantime. And thankfully, our Zoltan shield should be able to block this entire first salvo. Small bomb comes in. Misses, in fact. Alright, time to burst laser the shields. Try and take down their defenses a little bit. Good. They've left the helm alone now, which means we should have a good opportunity here to really hurt them. This bomb might hurt us. Ooh, drone control is not what I needed to take a hit on there. Alright, we're going to send Hexagon to go fix that pronto. We're even going to send Nonagon. We need that fixed immediately, and we need the hack right now. Unfortunately, activate hack. Not quite enough to stop that thing from hitting us. And the clone bay took a hit, but that's fine. We're going to blast them in the shields here, put our extra power in the O2. We can't use our beam drone, but we can do some more damage to them. They have an ability to really mess us up in a second. We get that beam drone back online, which we did. We don't have the power for it now because I put it in the air, so take it out of here, power up the beam drone, send crew back to their stations. Actually, let's send Hexagon here to fix this clone bay in case anything unexpected happens. And we're probably going to take a small bomb here, unless we get a really nice shot, which we did. Fantastic. We're going to put more power into evasion. We don't need the O2 as much as I thought. Small bomb comes in and hits us in the hacking, which is not great, but not the end of the world. and we're going to blast them in the shields again. They're still not running away because they're trying to repair all their damaged systems. Their shields are on fire, which is perfect, and they're dead. Whew! What a mess that was. Alright, Rebel Fighter goes down. Oh, wow. Searching the remains, we find the cargo was military-grade drone schematics. We get 21 scrap and an anti-personnel drone. An anti-personnel drone is actually really good for this ship, because we have a clone bay, so we can't really easily deal with boarders, but the anti-personnel drone will do a great job of that. That's awesome. We might actually use him. Having Heptagon on board is really useful still, but especially if we eventually upgrade to a normal med bay. But that's pretty powerful. They have some awesome drones here so far. 88 scrap as well. Let's jump to the next sector, Sector 4, and see what's up. We have Engi controlled or civilian sector. I think we go to Engi controlled just because that gives us the better chance for more positive events, unlike the civilian sector, which is really very neutral. We'll go to the Engi controlled sector. I gotta drink some more water. Alright. Ooh, that one. Ooh. That did not feel so good. We've arrived in Engi space, and the Mantis have been threatening the Engi core worlds. We should be able to stock up for our journey. Alright, well, we're going to let our ship recuperate here a little bit, because we're very low on oxygen. I'm going to go fill my water up again. We'll come back and take on Sector 4, hopefully, and that won't give us too much trouble. We have a lot of money. I'm not sure we're going to spend it on. Probably just evasion right now. We might go for some more weapon firepower to get the flags up. I don't know. We'll think about it again when I'm back, though. We've got to let ourselves heal up, and we'll see what we do. I guess I'll think about it while I'm waiting. Anyway, let's go. I gotta get some water anyway. Here we go. Alright, so this is actually some time later, but we're back again, and we're ready to keep going onwards. We have ourselves a good amount of stuff. One main problem we have here is very little fuel, and not a whole lot of direct firepower. We really need to start upgrading our weapons so we can actually fight fair with these guys. So I think weapons are going to be our first priority here, because otherwise we're going to have a heck of a time trying to fight anything. So this at least lets us get our small bomb up, which should help us take down some layers of shields. We'll keep going though and see what else we can accomplish. There's a store there, but I don't think we actually have anything we really want to sell. All the augments we want, all the weapons we want, all the drones we kind of want. The anti-personnel drone isn't amazing, but it's actually pretty good on a ship with a clone bay because, really, fighting people with a suicide mantis means your mantis never gets any fighting skill, which isn't great. And we jump immediately into an asteroid belt. Oh good. A pirate ship was lying in wait inside this asteroid field and immediately moves in to attack us. Okay, well, let's turn and fight them. They have a triple ion shot. That's fun. A charge one though, so it might take them a while to get going. And a basic laser, and a bomb of some kind. Well, what we're probably going to do here is we're probably going to bomb them in the shields, hit them in the helm, and then activate some drones. So, let us hack them in the helm already, so they can't do anything about getting away here. Here we go. And we've already been ionized out of our Zoltan shield. That's not exactly good news, but we'll have to make do. So, let's activate our combat drone. We need everything we can get to help us out here. And we're going to activate the hack. We're going to small bomb them in the shields. And we burst laser them in the shields. Here comes their small bomb in our shields. Thankfully, our shields are still up at 1 bar, so we're not completely doomed yet. But they're basically going to be in the same spot as us, and they repair faster than we do because they have dedicated Engi crew there. Ooh, that was a lucky miss. Alright, please get those shields up and running quickly. There we go. Now they have no shields. Bomb coming in again. Our shields are back up, thankfully. And there we go. Okay, I think we're basically safe now. Not going to waste any more small bombs if I can help it, because we should be safe now. We might take another small bomb from them soon, but we should be able to kill them before that happens. They try and surrender, offering us 4 fuel, a drone part, and 17 scrap. That 4 fuel is really nice, but we're not going to accept their surrender. Hopefully we get a decent number of fuel anyway, and some better scrap. 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 31 scrap. I'll take it. Doubling our scrap intake is worth riskier fuel positioning. So let's put ourselves some power back in our systems. There we go. Yeah, that 30 fuel. That's like 14 more than they offered us, which is almost double. I think that's probably worth it. Let's jump over here, then we might go to the store on our way out, so we can get ourselves some more fuel while we're there. Depends what else we can acquire before we go. There's nothing here. We arrive at a green planet with great plains and rolling waterfalls. It would be of little interest to the Engi nearby. Alright, well I think I really don't want to go here. I think we're going to play it risky and see if we can keep going and not go to the store. Alright, what's over here? We have 3 fuel left. A small Engi research vessel is trying to fend off a Mantis ship. We move in to engage, but after a quick scan of our ship, the Mantis retreats. The Engi offer us a drone schematic as thanks for our timely arrival. Awesome, we have a defense drone Mark 1 and 17 scrap. I should really equip that thing. It wasn't necessarily something I wanted to buy, but now that I got one for free, I kind of want it. Unfortunately, I don't have enough drone slots for all these things. If I want to keep the anti-personnel drone on board for now, that's definitely something we should keep. And we should choose one of these drones, and honestly, I think I should keep the combat drone, not the beam drone. As much as the beam drone is fun, the combat drone helps take down enemy shields. The problem is this thing hits even if they have high evasion, so they're really both good for different reasons. But I think right now we want the combat drone because we don't have enough firepower to guarantee we can keep their shields down so the beam drone can do something, whereas this helps us use our other weapons at the moment. Alright. We only have 3 fuel left though. Let's keep jumping, see what else we can discover out here, because there's got to be something else we can get fuel from. Alright. Local sensors pick up 2 ships engaged in heated battle. It seems the Mantis military ship will surely defeat its prey. Well, let's help those civilians then. We frown, powering up weapons, and prepare to engage the Mantis. Thankfully, these weapons are probably not very good at getting through our overshield, so that's going to make things a bit easier for us. I might go for the cloaking strategy again and just smack them as hard as I can, like last time. So let's knock out the cloaking? What am I talking about? The hacking strategy. Hack out the helm. Hack out the helm, small bomb in the shields, and we're going to activate our combat drone again. Because really, there's no reason not to. And they've missed us, which is great, and their shields are on fire. That drone should be able to wreck them now. Very nice. That combo is powerful. Very powerful indeed. They still haven't been able to get through our shields either, so that's awesome. Small bomb comes in, pings off most of the rest of our shields. We're knocking out their weapons just to make sure they can't do anything else, and they die in the process. That's easy. Nice try, Mantis Interceptor. Mantis ship breaks apart, and we get a fuel, a drone part, and 24 scrap out of it. We can contact the civilians, and the ship we saved was badly damaged in battle. Most of the crew accepts our offer to be dropped off in a nearby system, and one offers to join our crew. Welcome aboard, O'Regan. You actually have 1 level of fighting skill, so that's not so bad. Awesome. Of course, you're sitting in our deoxygenated helm, which isn't great, but there we go. Okay, I have nowhere really to put you because both of our other systems are manned already, although I might want you in the radar so Heptagon is free to move around. That's probably a pretty good idea. Alright, I think what we're going to do now, we already have 5 to 10 covered for our multiple-sided symbols. What do we want to do with an additional crew member? I don't really want to do 11. We might go up to 20? What would be a good other one to use? We could go... I'm not sure. Which size do we want to go? We could go for... like a really bigger number, like 20. Or 100. Something much bigger. Because 11 is like... undecagon or something? Where's the fun in that? I want to keep Decagon in because I already have one named Decagon. I know, here's what we'll do. We'll go for 20 because 20 is, I think, is Icosagon, which is a really weird one. But we're going to go with that because it's something different. I might change him later, but Icosagon it is. I could go for, like, smaller, too, but it's just Tetragon, which is part of the name of this ship, and I don't feel right doing that. Trigon? You know what, let's do those ones. Why not? We'll go for Trigon. You can be Trigon. You're Triangle. There we go. And Tetragon will be the last crew we get. That'll do. Alright. Why not? So, we still only have 3 fuel, though. 110 scrap, more crew. There's a store right there we could potentially go to. Let's jump here, then we'll go to that store and see if we can get anything good out of it. This is probably not a great idea, but we'll do it anyway. The Engi seems to have avoided this particular node along with every other life form. We keep our eyes peeled for reasons why, but spin up the FTL without event. Well, that's unfortunate. Jump to the store, then. With 1 fuel left. What do they have here? A message arrives. Your scrap, ours. Our weapons for you. We're about to raise the shields and realize it's just an Engi trader looking for a trade. Alright, well, they've got Flak 1, charge lasers, they got cloaking, mind control, lots of awesome things I'd love to be able to get, but nothing we can actually acquire. And I'm hesitant to sell any of these things still, because I don't know which drones I want to keep. Because there's a lot of good options in there. I'm not sure which one is the one I really want. What I will do is buy all their fuel, because we need that immediately. And we could still buy something like mind control, which might be fun. But I think getting cloaking would be much better for us, because then we can really take advantage of the Zoltan overshield, if we can make it last for longer. We should get a Flak 1 as well, which we'd be able to use with the Flak 2 and the Burst Laser. But for now, I think we're just going to save our money, because we really need to upgrade our weapons. Yeah, we'll hold on to everything else we've got for now, and we'll move onwards. If we check out our ship, we can afford to upgrade to level 4 weapons, which might not be bad. Then we could go for the Flak and the small bomb if we wanted. I really want to get to level 5 weapons, though, and I can actually afford to just smash my way there. Just put a ton of money in to get ourselves the Flak 2 and the Burst Laser Mark 2. Only problem then is not actually having enough power to run the thing. At least not easily. Let's switch those positions, that'll look better. There we go. And let's jump onwards and see if we can make a little bit more money before we completely run out of space in this sector. I don't think we can easily go around the long way. We're going to get overrun, so we're probably going to go 1, 2, 3, and then have to miss a couple jumps, unfortunately. That might not have been the best path we took, but whatever. Wow, what is this? Federation sympathizers contact us as we arrive. We know your mission should be secret, so don't ask how we know about it. Take this schematic. It's all we can do to help. 16 scrap and a combat drone Mark II. I mean, thank you. That's awesome. We might wind up using that at some point, but holy cow, so many free things, and so many free drones, too. Such a convenient amount of free things for our drone-based run. A missile shoots across our bow and the jump completes. Our scans quickly reveal a ship with pirate markings pursuing an unknown vessel. The pirate hails us, saying, "Damn it, we weren't expecting company. Stay out of this and you could profit." No thank you. Alright, pirate ship stops pursuit and locks weapons. They do have some pretty powerful potential damage there, but I don't think it's going to matter, because we have double Flak, burst laser, and drones, and massive firepower, and yeah, so I'm not too worried here. We are going to probably go for a hack on their weapons, just to slow down how quickly they can hit us, because then we can blast them into next week, and that should be easy enough. So we're going to go for the weapons here, just to make sure we get an easier time not having this synchronize, because it's really easy for us to hack it right after the lasers fire so that it cannot easily sync up. And actually, we'll just hack it now because we have our Zoltan Overshield still on. I didn't even think about that. They can't get through there anyway. Alright, and the Flak is away. Go, Flak, go. And all the weapons are offline. Fantastic. Shields are also low, which is good, so we'll be able to get a drone in there soon if we want. For now, I'm just experimenting with our lovely new, newly activated weapons, but this is still pretty cool. Alright, let's get that Flak in there, and then we'll burst laser them again. This would actually be pretty good with the beam drone, probably. Knocking out other systems like this is pretty effective. They try and surrender, offering us 3 fuel, 6 missiles, and 18 scrap. If it was 6 fuel and 3 missiles, I would have accepted. But for that, I'm going to reject the offer and just about murder you. You've survived, but only by the skin of your teeth, and that won't last for long. Although your Engi will probably be able to repair the shields before we can kill you with the burst laser. Only 1 bar, though, which is not enough to save you. Goodbye, Pirate Scout. Alright. Pirate explodes, giving us only 15 scrap, so I guess I should have taken that offer. Oh well. We go to examine the ship we just saved, and they say, "Thank the heavens you showed up. We have much to offer as a reward, but our engineer should be proficient enough to patch up your ship a little after that nasty fight." Giving us 15 hull repair, which is why we didn't bother repairing at the station. We would have only gotten, like, 10 or less. I like to leave ourselves at about half or 2/3 hull as much as possible, because it's generally pretty easy to get a little bit more out of your events. Alright, that'll do, and we're going to head over to the exit, and we might double jump there and back, but we'll have to wait and see how much time we've actually got. I think it's going to be a bit too tight for that. We'll see, though. We arrive at the long-range beacon, when the FTL dive is charged, we can jump to the next sector, and here we've jumped into the aftermath of what seems to have been a brutal exchange between several ships. Wreckage just by our screens, and we can still see the remains of the dying ships sparking and breaking apart. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation, so of course we investigate. As we approach the wreckage, a Mantis ship screams into the system, either sensing prey, or to finish the job its fellows started. Alright, that's a pretty nasty arsenal you've got there, friend. They're all very quick-firing weapons, too, so you'll get through our Zoltan shield pretty quick. So, we're going to go for the hack, then, I think. Again, we might go for the helm hack here, but I think we're just going to go for weapons hack, just to slow them down a little bit. There we go. They got a lot of firepower, though, seriously. 1 laser's away, that's fine. Activate the hack, that should slow down everything. That looks like it's an ion bomb, so that's a bit worrying. Get the Flak firing in there, and we'll go for the weapons with the burst laser once it is free to fire. We're probably going to get that ion stunner away. Yeah, they are. Most of the weapons are going to get a chance to fire here. There we go. That turns off most things, but I think that ion bomb is still online, which is a bit worrying. Excuse Excuse me. They're trying to get into the weapons with their Mantis. That's going to slow them down a little still. That's fine. Here comes the ion bomb. Yep, definitely an ion bomb. Don't hit anything important, please. Okay, hit the clone bay, which is actually not the end of the world at all. So, let's fire some shots into the shields again. And burst laser in... Oh, they're dead anyway. Perfect. The flak killed them on its own. Ship explodes, giving us 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 29 scrap, which is a nice reward. But again, no actual... behind the power bar there. No actual... fuel earned on that one either. Getting a bit low on the fuel front still, but we'll have to keep doing what we can do. Unfortunately, no time to keep jumping because they're going to overrun us. Looks like that actually worked out just fine. So, we're going to jump ahead to the next sector, and that is probably going to be the end of this episode. We have another Engi-controlled sector option. Well, this is like the run of Engi-controlled areas. Civilian sector is not going to work out for us because there's nothing there, and this gives us 2 options for the next jump. So, Engi-controlled it is. We have made it on to Sector 5. Awesome. We've gotten a ton of free cool stuff. We've arrived here in Engi space. The Mantis have been threatening the Engi core worlds, but we should be able to stock up for our journey. Awesome. Well, this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing some FTL's Advanced Edition here on board the VSS Polygon, our Engi Cruiser Type C. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Thank you again very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, bye-bye.